In Lord of the Rings, Eowyn kills an undead king because she is no man. If it was written today, it would have been called woke. Didn't that literally happen in the book? I think it was dumb in the movie, but it was probably dumb in the book too. Was in the original Lord of the Rings book, was there a reason given for that? Like, was it literally just a semantic wording thing, or was there some reason why the Nazgul king or whatever he was, what, like, was he just like really misogynist or something? Like, was there like backstory in the Silmarillion where it was like, yeah, the Nazgul, they don't think women can do shit, basically. So, you know, as long as he's armored against all man, he's probably fine, right? The Witch King of Angmar. It was just semantics. There wasn't like a okay, just wordplay. Okay, that's a little dumb, but whatever. Who gives a fuck, man? It's Lord of the Rings. Isn't it crazy how Lord of the Rings was basically like the template for all Western fantasy, and then you go back and rewatch the New Line Cinema movies, and they're still fucking amazing? Like, they haven't been cheapened by all of the derivatives that have come afterwards. You watch them, and it's like, wow! Like, it's not even just a nostalgia thing. Like, you just like, okay, time to consume 13 hours of media again. They're just that good. They're just so good. It's pretty funny knowing Christopher Tolkien hated the movies. I don't think Tolkien was alive. Oh wait, sorry, Christopher. Yeah, his son. Yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever. Yeah, J.R. Tolkien. They've really never been my cup of tea. That's cool. I mean, that's fine. You know, everyone has their own preferences and opinions. That's cool. In the appendices, a Gondorian king had fought him, and an elf with foresight said he'll die by no man's hand. Oh, okay. It wasn't a prophecy, just a statement. How did the Gondorian king, how did the Witch King of Agrimard not know that they were lying? You could really fuck someone up. Imagine being an elf who has foresight, and you're just fucking with people being like, you will never die of a car accident. And then they just die of a car accident, like you were just lying. You know what I mean? Like, you could kind of like send people to their death because they'll get overconfident in whatever it is you say they can't die to. You see in the future they're going to die in a car accident in 6 days because you tell them right now that they're never going to get in a car accident. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I feel like the real gift of foresight would be lying to people selectively, because that would make you very powerful. Be like Death Note with more steps. If I recall correctly, elves doing deceitful stuff like that literally stains their souls and makes them closer to orcs. That's so gay. Does Legolas doing like sick kickflips with the shield that he's riding like a skateboard set him closer to heaven? Like, if the soul of an elf is like the heart of an Egyptian where it gets weighed against a feather to determine your moral worth, does that make you more of a tree? What would be an angel for an elf? It'd be like being a big tree, right? Unironically, yes. That's so cool. I take back what I said about that being gay. Kickflips bring you closer to God. Lying brings you closer to orc. I think, I mean, honestly, I think that Tolkien was cooking with that one. I feel like this is a moral, this is like an epistemology that I can, you could really build something out from that. It's like that in real life too. It kind of is. It kind of is. You know, I've never met a dipshit skater in my entire life. Like, the stereotype with skaters is that like, it's like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games or whatever, where they like knock past people and they're like, hey, watch it, bitch. And they're like spray painting. But like, you go to a skate park and everyone there's super nice. I think skaters are closer to God because they know they'll meet him sooner than average. Because skating is like, man, when I was like 15 to 25, my thought was always, I will never skate, but I could do it if I want. Now that I'm 30, I'm like, that would like actually be a mortal risk for me. Like, I would, like, if I fell, I'm not a young man anymore. I'm in my 30s now. If I fell, that could legitimately just be like, oh, I now have like a permanent debilitating injury. Yeah, and that's why Tim Pool is a stronger man than me. That's why Tim Pool is closer to God than me, exactly. I mean, to be respectful, but skateboarders in the aughts were assholes. Maybe. I don't know. In the aughts, I was like in high school. I mean, middle school and high school. So I wasn't really engaging with that subculture very much. I was too busy playing Guitar Hero 3 and being like pretty good at it. Hey Vaush, do you have a Jungle Explorers hat? Because I feel like it'd match your outfit quite well. Because I'm wearing a green sweatshirt. That's the best you could come up with. Because it's green. Why not say like an army helmet? Because that's also green. It's a sweatshirt. Why would you wear a sweatshirt in the jungle? Do you know how difficult it'd be to wash this? Jungle Explorers. You know what Jungle Explorers wore? They wore military vintage. They wear khakis, ripstop fabrics, linens, depending on how hot it was. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Pretty dumb for a sweatshirt to have front vest pockets. By dumb, I think you mean fucking awesome. You fucking dude, look at the tech on this shit, man. Look, it can be tucked because it's got a fucking this seam, like it tucks easily because there's less fabric to bunch around the sides. You've got some shit up here, like you go to the gym, you can put your keys or whatever. You've got the zip for letting the dogs out. The fuck are you talking about? It buttons up. It has a button at the top for security. So if you're doing some like athletic shit, you're doing some like work, you can keep your neck nice and secure. These people, they have no idea what they're talking about. No idea. Me too, Whiny Superset. Me too. Kind of boring, but would probably work best with pants of similar style but brown. I mean, I would wear this with like sweatpants. I'm wearing this with sweat shorts right now. It's a sweatshirt, you know? What's with the white socks hating fashion? Nobody actually into fashion hates white socks. Hating white socks is like hating socks and sandals, where it's a pedestrian opinion held by people who don't actually have any interest in fashion. But then when you get into fashion, it's like, holy shit, you can actually make like anything work, basically. Like you can actually make like literally anything work if you know what you're doing. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this. I just realized that I have a job and people rely on me for political, for my opinions, which is crazy.